All right, here we go. So we're going to start just with some scale work, right? And I know that all the stuff that we'd had before for there we go, for Where Have All the Flowers Gone was, rough, right? Work in progress. So now finally I've written it out nicely and I've highlighted things so you'll see where the melody is versus the extra parts that we're putting in there. But let's just run through a little bit of stuff to get ourselves organized. So the C scale is the first thing we'll do, okay? And just the open C scale, nothing tricky, okay? So we'll just play it thumb or fingers, whatever feels good for you. 2 plucks per note, okay? So on your C, the open third string, here we go, 1 and 2 plucks, 1, 2, 3. So open, second fret, you're right on. Okay, second string open, first fret on that second string, third fret, first string open, second fret, okay, third fret, second fret, right on, open, third fret of that second string, first fret, open, second fret, and then open on that third string. Now, if you played with something that you were comfortable with, like your thumb, right, try something different, okay? I would suggest something to get your index finger going. Could be this. See how I'm alternating between thumb and index finger on one string? Okay, let's just try that. We'll run up and down on that now, but what we'll do now is 4 plucks per note. Okay, so we'll have some time to try that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, third string open. Okay, and now to the second fret. Second string open. First fret on that second string. Third fret. First string open. Second fret. Third fret. Okay, back down to the second fret. And then open. Third fret on string 2. First fret. Open. Second fret on the third string. And then open. There's something about that picking, that back and forth, that teeter-tottering back and forth between those two fingers, I really like. I feel like I can get, a fair amount of speed and fluidity in my playing when I go back and forth like that. It's fun. All right, I need a little sip of coffee, using my teenage daughter's Survivor mug today. All right, so a little bit of scale work there. Let's do just run through our chords a little bit, so we'll start getting ourselves ready for everything. So what I'm looking at right now is the intro of the song, where we've got the chords C, A minor, D minor, and G. So I just want us to play those chords, okay? Just strum them. On your C, now I'm holding this up kind of funny because my camera's up kind of high. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the C, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4 to D minor, 2, 3, 4 to G, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. C, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, and G. Okay, so those are going to be our chords for the intro. Now, you guys might remember from last time where I was playing around with different picking patterns to use, and I'd written it down as different notes on all the handwritten stuff. So what I'm going to do is get us to play 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2 for our picking for the chords C, A minor, and D minor. So it's going to sound like this. I'll hold this up. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. And you can do it with different fingers if you want, all with your thumb. You know, there's different ways. There it is with your thumb. Feel what's comfortable for you, okay? So we'll do that with C, A minor, and D minor. When we get to our G chord, I thought what we should probably do is just 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. Okay, and that'll give us a chance to move into where the melody starts. So let's run through this picking. On your C, and I'm just going to call out the numbers 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so C, A minor, D minor. Okay, nice and slow. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. A minor. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. D minor. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. Now in G, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the 4 ring out. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. And again, ready? On C. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. A minor. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. D minor. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. G. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. And that'll give us a chance to have that intro. And then we'll move into the melody. Okay, so now we got to start digging into the melody. I'm going to share my screen. So for anyone that's watching on YouTube, I'm keeping an eye on the chat there. So please just put in any questions you have. But let me share my screen so that you can see what's coming up next. I'm pretty excited that I finally had time to organize this and make it look all neat and tidy. All right, so sorry, I've just got a million things open on my computer there. Now you guys see the chart that I've got there? I'm going to make it a bit bigger so we can just focus in on little bits of it. So what I did on the intro, there it is there. Okay, I've written it out in 2 different ways. I've written it out, now it's going to look kind of weird because what I did was I've got my C chord, and I didn't write down all the fret numbers that you play. I just wrote down the picking pattern all in open so that you can see how it moves across the strings. So that picking pattern, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, is then applied to your C chord, and the next bar to your A minor, and then your D minor. So it's just a picking pattern. It doesn't tell you what frets to use there. That's why it looks a little bit scrappy, because I've got my, like this bar here has rests. It's just the way it, just the way I wound up doing it for this arrangement. Over here on your G chord, that's where your picking pattern changed. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4 for your strings. Now, when you're looking at that, if you say to yourself, okay, I kind of get that, but what's all this printing up here? This is where I penciled in, and you guys are going to have to go through and make it darker if you print it off. I printed 4, 3, 2, 1, dash, 2, 3, 2, just like what I was saying, so that you can take a look at that picking pattern and hopefully apply it one of those ways. You know, hopefully one of those ways makes sense for you. So then what we'll do now is we're going to go down a little bit. I went through, started working on the arrangement, and highlighted the melody all the way through again so that you could see exactly where the melody is. For instance, in this first bar here, you can see where that melody is 3, 5, 3, 1. Any note that's not highlighted is an accompanying part to help move the melody along. So the other thing I did was just like in the handwritten one, see where I wrote pick 4, 3, 1, 2? That still means just to pick strings 4, 3, 1, 2 based on your A minor chord. So it's a tidier version, but it's still got hopefully all the same information on it. So what I'm going to do is start right on bar 5 there where the melody comes in, and I'm going to move nice and slow. Okay, I'm going to play it just like this. 3, 4. So open, 3, 5, 3, third string open, first fret. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. Hear that? So that the C, that third string open just helps keep the pulse of the song going. Now, what you need to do for the next bar is make, like the harmony says A minor, but the sound is a bit more like a D minor, right? See, I've got the frets 2 on string 4 and string 3. Put them both down if you can at the same time. Then you get that. You wind up pinching second string and fourth string. And then you play that second fret on your third string by itself. And then if you feel comfortable, you can come back. Hand wrote it in because I forgot it when I was making the arrangement. Second fret of your fourth string, play that, and then third string open. Okay, options. You can then, for beats 3 and 4 and, you could just strum your A minor chord there if you want. Okay, or if you feel like it, you could pick strings 4, 3, 1, 2. So the choice is yours. It's like a choose your own adventure. Remember those books? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is play through those first 2 bars. I'm taking it kind of slow so we can see. You guys can decide which path you want to go. Actually, I'll play through the whole first line. And with your F chord, you could pick strings 2, 3, 4, 2. Or maybe just strum it and let it ring. I wrote in the counting, everything for you guys, so you can just kind of walk along on the track and see what you want to do. Okay. All right, so I'll start at the beginning there. Beginning of this line here. 3 and 4 and open. 3, 5, 3, 0, 1, pinching 0, 2, 2, 0. I'm gonna strum. And 4 and F, da, da, pinching 3 and third string open, and then 5th fret and third string open. There we go. Pluck. Pluck. Now I'm going to do it again. We'll work through it a little bit at a time. Ready? Let's go to the beginning of that line again. I'll take it a little slower. 3 and 4 and here we go. 3, 5, 3, 1, and then there's a pinch. 2, third string open, and 4, and here comes your F, and 2, and pinching third fret on your first string, third string open, and 5th fret now. 2, 0, 3, and you could strum there for your G chord, or just hit that 4th string open if you want. Okay, one more time, then we'll move on. 3 and beginning of that line again. 3 and 4 and 0, 3, 5, 3, 0, 1, pinching 2, 2, 0, 3 and 4 and F, pinching 3 and third string open, 5th fret. Okay, now 2 and 4th string open, 4th string. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and do it again so that you can see it with the picking options. Okay, so this is the the second part of Choose Your Own Adventure. Here we go. 3 and 4. Open. 3, 5, 3. 1. Pinching. 4, 3, 1, 2. Then I go to F and I play strings 2, 3, 4, 2. Pinch, pinch. 2, 3. Down. Okay, so you can decide how much you want to fill it in, right? Play it a little different every time if you want. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next line. Okay. Starts off identical. Whoops. The first 2 bars where it says C and A minor is identical to the line above.
Excuse me, Tina, I have a question.
Yep.
On the second bar, 02 and then 2, and then underneath there's a, right there, yeah, there's a little loop. Yeah, with that. So are we playing that?
So I'm playing that. Yeah, I had it set up as a tie, and then I thought, oh, we need to play that to kind of keep that pulse going. So I have been playing it. Hear that?
Yeah.
1 and 2 and.
And if you're just playing the 7th bar, the next one, F, if you're strumming, do you strum twice or just once?
I just do it once.
Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just like that. So it's just starting to fill things in.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. Well, let's play that line one more time and then we'll move into the next line, okay? So starting again here on C. 3 and 4. And third string open. 3, 5, 3. 1 pinching. 2, 2, and 4 and 2. And pinching 3 and third string open. 5th fret. 2, 3 and 4. And next line. 3, 5, 3. 1 pinching. I'm going to strum again. 3 and 4 and over the D minor or under the D minor here. Couple options. I did write in just a bass note there, 2nd fret of your 3rd string. You could play that. You could strum your D minor if you want. Okay, I think today I feel like strumming my D minor there. So I'm going to make my D minor. The glory of doing that is that then that 1st fret is ready to go already for the melody because it's just sitting there under your fingertips. So I strum my D minor and then I pluck my 2nd string 1st fret. And yeah, I hand wrote in a 2 there so we could play the beat 4 and then the melody comes back open on the 2nd string. So we've got this strum, pluck our 2nd string, 3rd string, and then lift up the chord and you can play your 2nd string open. Okay, so and then the melody comes right in on the 2nd fret here of the 3rd string. You could pluck those 2 notes together if you want. And then a strum and 4. And so I strummed on beat 3 is what I did there. So I'm going to play that line again and we'll just slowly add more and more. Okay, back here. Here we go again. 3 and 4 and open. 3, 5, 3. 1 pinching. 2, 2, and 4. And then I strum on my D minor. And then I pluck my 2nd string. 2 open. And then I'm just going to pinch on that G with the 4th string. and then strum 3 and 4 and okay. Now let's play those 2 lines. My mind is going back to Camp Alele, where I met a few of you guys in person, and it was really awesome. And I got serenaded by a lovely lady that was in a cabana near me, and she played some amazing music, and it was so nice. And my husband and I got to listen to her, and she was awesome. She talked about how she took the skills that she had learned with me and applied it, and worked on making different fingerstyle arrangements of songs, and it was so awesome. I was pretty happy. Okay, let's start again right here on the second line. Okay, and we'll play those 2 lines. I feel like I'm rushing it, so I'm going to try to take it slower. 3 and 4 and open. 3 5 3 1 pinching. 2 2 third string open, strum 3 and or pick and F 1 and 2 and pinching third string and third fret, third and fifth. Okay, 2 3 strum if you want. Next line 3 5 3 1 pinching 2 2 and 4 and strum on your D minor, second string first fret, now third string second fret where it's handwritten, first string or sorry second string open, then now we're right here in case you've lost track of where I am. Right there with the second fret on the third string and pinch the fourth string, 2 and usually in beat 3 feels kind of nice to throw in a strum there. Okay, now the next line I'm going to push through to that because you guys will find that again, of course, like we had discussed in other lessons, those first 2 bars are the same again. So once you get the hang of those first 2 bars, you're laughing. And now I need to talk with you guys about how I pick this too. I'm going to stop sharing for just a minute. I was thinking about that and thinking you guys need to watch my picking hand when I do this, because the bass notes that I've written in, I'm usually using my thumb for, and the melody I'm using my index finger. Sometimes I'm using 2 fingers, but this song you could probably sit and play most of the melody just with 1 finger and be pretty comfortable with it. Okay, so I'll play it. See how I'm using my thumb for those bass notes there? And then I'm pinching on 3 and 5. Then I go my next line. And D minor. So I teeter-totter back and forth. Melody mostly with my index finger. The notes that aren't highlighted are the ones I use with my thumb. Okay, just so you can see, just back and forth. It's teeter-totter, I think, is a very technical musical term. I'm going to share my screen again and come back into this with you guys. I'm like totally focused on this song today. I haven't had a lot of coffee, so maybe that's helped. I don't know. Oh, delicious. All right. So here we are, line 3. Okay. So I know that I've got that picking written in, but I'm still just strumming the chords. I mean, we can run through it again and put in those fancy bits, but you don't have to. Okay. Now let's take a look. So we've got the first 2 bars are the same as those other lines. Let's just take a look at what's going on over here, though, just to refresh you guys, because we haven't done this in a couple weeks, right? Been off cruising around. So we've got our 3rd fret on our 1st string, and then fret 1 on our 2nd string. You can fill in more of the chord than that if you want, but that's as far as it's the special F is what I've got there. Then what I do is I'm playing that 3rd fret there. For me, I'm playing that with my baby finger. And then I shift my baby finger up to my 5th fret, and I use my ring finger on the 5th fret on the 3rd string is what I'm doing. And then coming back down to my 3rd fret, I can leave my ring finger here if I want to and kind of pivot on it, but you don't have to. Okay. And then we're back down into our open position here, which is just the same as up here. Okay. So there's really the only difference in this line is this bar. That's it. All right, that's enough analysis. Let's play that line. All right, so right here. Okay, bar 13. 2 and 3 and 4. And 3rd string open. Melody. 3, 5, 3. Oh, 1, oh, 2, 2, oh, and 4. And pinching 3rd and 1st there. Shifting up to 5 on that 1st string and 5 on the 3rd string. 3 on the 1st string. Now you're into familiar territory. 2, oh, 3. And I'm just going to strum. And 4. And let's do that line again. Okay, ready? Beginning of that line. Back to bar 13. 3 and 4. And open. 3, 5, 3. Oh, 1. Now pinching 2 and open. Strum. Pinching 3 and 1. Up to 5 and 5 on strings 1 and 3. Back to 3 on string 1. Now your G position there. 2, oh, 3, and strum. Okay, let's try the next line. Next line, we've got this lovely descending melody there, which if you play it, and let your fingers stay on the note after you've played it. So you play your open, and then you play your 1 on the 2nd string, and leave your 1st fret down there, and then play your 2nd fret. Hear how it rings out? Sounds so pretty. Don't have to do it like that, but you can think about it like that. Then the next part there, you're just going back and forth between your 3rd string and your 2nd string. Okay. And it's going to sound like this. Oh, 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 3. Okay. So 3rd string open, 2nd string open, 3rd string open, then to 3. Usually, because of that placement, if I want to play my C chord after that, this is the shape that I use. See, I've got my 3rd fret on my 1st string and my 3rd fret on my 2nd string. That's because the melody note there is on my 3rd fret of string 2. So I just leave my finger down. It's already there. Okay. So I go oh, 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 3, 4. And then the next bar, I've got oh, 1, oh, right here. And then we've got 2nd fret, 3rd string for our melody, and I'm just pinching it again. 2, and then strumming on beat 3 and 4. And then we'll add in arpeggios there as we go. And then the last bar there. Oh, that one's nice and easy. Just 2 strings open. Ah, yeah. Ah, the sweet life. Let's play it all over again. Oh, I'm a woman with a mission. Being awful again. Oh well, that's how I go. I can feel the itching of my little horns as I want to make you guys work really hard today. So what I'm going to do is play through the whole thing. I'm ignoring the intro right now. And oh no, I've lost my mouse. No dignity. Okay, there we go. Oh, I've got my dignity back. I can move my screen. Okay, let's play it. Hey, now you guys know if you were at the camp with me, I would be jumping up and down and all excited, but I've got to sit here and behave myself. So, so hard to behave. Here we go. Right from the beginning there at bar 5, 3 and 4, and open melody 3 5 3. Oh, 1 pinching 2 and O, 2 2 O, A minor, and 4 and F, and 2 and pinching 3 5 2 O 3 G 4, and next line O 3 5 3 O 1 O 2 2 O 3 and 4, and single strum on D minor, and play that melody 1 1 2 O, and then pinching 2 and open, and 2 and strum on beat 3 3 and 4, and next line open 3 5 3 O 1, now pinching open and 2 2 2 O, strumming your A minor 3 and 4, and now we're doing that pinch on fret 3 and fret 1 there, 3 3, shifting up to fret 5 on strings 1 and 3, back to fret 3 on string 1, 2 O 3, and strum 3 and 4. Bar 17 where it says F, we're just going to rest 1, and now our melody notes O 1 2 O 1 O 3, strum with that fancy C chord, and 4, and where it says F and I've got the rest, if you wanted to, you could strum an F chord. 1 O O. Okay, now pinching, and 2 and strum, and now the hardest bar of all, that last one. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute, then I'll play it for you guys. What I want to do right now is check in, see how everyone's doing. If anyone has any questions, write it in the chat, or unmute yourself and ask the question. For people that haven't been joining me for this, to hop in on it probably feels a little bit like, what's going on? But there's all the other videos are just waiting for you on that YouTube channel, so you can find them all.
Tina?
Yep.
Are the strums at the end of the lines, like 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth line, those are G strums?
2 3 4. Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
where at the beginning of the bar where it says G.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it carries on until you hear another chord. That used to confuse me when I was learning. I wasn't ever really quite sure. It took a while to figure that out. No one else has any questions? Okay, I'm gonna play it for you guys. Just sit, relax. Oh my gosh. My little friend Finn has made an appearance. Do you guys remember last live stream where it was just like a crazy time? That's why I chopped off the end of the video and then put it back up as a shortened version. Too many pets all of a sudden. Finn, are you? Oh, you're. Oh, he just wants to sleep down here. Okay. Oh, he's so cute. He's like a lamb. All right, I'm going to play all of Where Have All the Flowers Gone with the intro, the whole thing. Okay, and I'm going to try really hard to just keep it a nice slow speed. I'll play it for you so you can listen and then play it again with the music up. And I'm going to play that intro twice. Because I like playing stuff like that. This time with that G. I'm going to slow down. Ah, there we go. So, well, thanks. There are some spots. Do you guys remember the 3-5-3 where I was like throwing a slide? Do you remember that? And I wasn't doing it, and then I thought, oh, okay, I gotta toss that back in. For people that are new to doing this with me, the 3-5-3 at the beginning, you can do it as a hammer on. I'll just show you some options. A hammer on, you play your 3, and see how I smack my finger down onto that 5th fret? I don't pluck it again. But when I go, and I do that, my finger comes down good and close to that 5th fret and keeps pressing down that string. And that can give you a really nice, imitate like a singing sound. Or, that's fun too. Let me show you that. I played my 3rd fret, and then I just slid my finger up to my 5th fret. Like that, okay? So the sound disappears a little bit by the time you get to that 5th fret, but it imitates like more of like a sighing sound, you know? Give your ukulele a human voice as much as you can. So much fun. All right. You guys want to play through the whole thing with me now? See how we do? The whole shebang? Let's go for it, you guys. Oh, we can do this.
And then can you do the picking instead of the strumming? We can see picking instead of strumming.
Yeah, you know what? What if I do that picking instead of the strumming right now before we play through it all together? Thanks, Barb. Keep me on track, man. Keep me on track. Okay. Yeah, it's totally choose your own adventure with this stuff. All right, here we go. So play it again and try to keep it at a even keel. So with the intro too. 3 and 4 and so I did add in some extra little bits in there. It's so much fun to do. The third line of the melody, so that's where it's bar 16. Instead of doing the strum on the G there, or just playing the open notes there, the 4th string, what I did was I just played strings 4, 3, 2, 1. So just a standard arpeggio. That's what I tossed in there. Then I echoed that in bar 18. I did 4, 3, 2, 1 again after the melody. Now, you guys know there's going to be more coming after this, right? But we'll stop at this level, work through it for a while and get comfortable with it. But for people that are a bit more comfortable with their finger picking, just let me show you one of the things I like to do in case you're like, oh, what's Tina doing? She plays this when she's sitting around at home and she's had coffee and she's just playing for her cats. I'll show you what I do. Okay, so we know what the intro sounds like, right? And then I'll just move on. So what am I really doing there though, right? What am I doing, right? Because it's easy for me to play it, but let me tell you what I'm doing, okay? So again, like this is for folks that are a bit more comfortable with their picking, right? To see what I do. What I wind up doing is spots like this where I've got my, oh, hang on here, I've shared the wrong thing. I've got to share the proper document that I can doodle on. There we go, hang on here. This one I can doodle on a little bit. All right, so what I've done with that, see where it's a pinch of 3 and open and 5 and open? I split them apart, okay? I turn them into 3 and then I play my open, right? So I split them, and then, whoops, 5, and then I play my open on the end. So rather than going, oh my gosh, click happy, 3 and open together, and 5 and open, I teeter-totter. Melody first, though, is what I do, okay? To echo that sound here, I still do my pinch, 2, 0, 3, but then right down here, I add in an extra 4th string open. So you hear a lot of that. This constant flow. Okay. So again, we're not worrying about that right now. I'll write out another copy of it with all that in there. It's just if you say to yourself, I've done a lot of this picking already. What else does Tina want me to do? That gives you some other stuff to think about. Okay. But I'm not going to worry about it right this very second. But that's extra. All right. We're going to play through the whole thing now with the picking or strumming. You decide what you want to do. And I'm just going to scroll up here. Here we go. I'm going to play that first line 2 times. We're going to do the whole shebang. And I am going to do the picking, like I say, instead of the strumming in there. Here we go. And I'm going to try really hard to keep it at a slow speed. But we know how I am, right, with the coffee. 3 and 4 and on your C. Now A minor, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, D minor, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, G, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, and repeat that on your C. 2, 3, 2, A minor. D minor, 3, 2, 1, whoops, 2, 3, 2, G, slowing down, 4, 3, 2, 1. I slow down there so that you can hear it's the end of the intro. Here we go, and 4, and open, 3, 5, 3, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, F, 2, 3, 4, 2. I'm speeding up. I'll slow down. 5, 2, 3, and strum 3, and next line. 3, 5, 3, 1, A minor, 2, 2, picking, 4, 3, 1, 2. I'm still going to do a strum melody, 1, 1, 2, G, pinch. Oh, I forgot to do the picking. Hang on here. I play the melody, 3, 4, 2, 1, and 4, and next line, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, 2, 2, picking, 4, 3, 1, 2, pinching, 3 and 1, and 5 and 5. 3, G, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 4, 3, 2, 1, F. I did a little strum there. 1, sorry, open. 1, 2, 1, 3. Fancy C, still with that arpeggio. 4, 3, 2, 1. Throw in an F chord there if you want to strum that F melody. 1, I'm going to pick just the melody note and go 3, 4, 2, 1, 4. Scroll down for the hardest. That was a lot of work, you guys, hey? Wah! Have some coffee, relax yourselves. Now, what can I do? What can I add in there to make it easier to remember what we did? Is there any notes that you want me to add onto it? Because I can do it right now and upload a fresh copy of this to the website. Take a look at it, see if there's anything you need.
Tina, there would just be for me to where you changed it. My memory isn't that great. When you did your own special one there, where you added, I think you plucked just the 3 and the O and the 5 and the O, I believe, in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where the F is. When you played by yourself and someone asked you how you played that, I think.
Oh, that.
There's
yeah.
the F, and then the 3 and the O and the 5 and the O were separate. You did them separate.
Yeah, don't worry about that part yet. That's going to be coming. That's just extra.
Okay.
Extra torture for anyone that wants to just dig into that right now. But yeah, don't even stress about that yet. We got lots of filling in to do with this. It's kind of like a coloring book, isn't it? You just keep.
It's a great sheet. Great sheet.
So much fun. All right, so the things that I want you guys to keep in mind with this is where it said strum here. That's where I tend to do just that standard arpeggio, the 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you've got your sheets, that's what I want to make note of because I didn't have that written down here. And then I do the same thing here because it's the same bar. Right? It's the same bar of music, so I copy it there. 4, 3, 2, 1.
So is it strum and 4, 3, 2, 1, or both, or just one or the other?
One or the other.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys can decide. That's where it's kind of like a, yeah, two different options, right? It's a buffet. We hit the buffet early, you guys. So you decide what you want to do there.
For bar 11, you got the D minor.
Yep.
And it says strum, and you've got the 2. So you would either just pluck the 2 or you'd strum the D minor. So you'd strum it?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Right on.
In bar 18 with the fancy C, do you pick that in beats 3 and 4?
I prefer to pick that. Yeah, and I just do strings 4, 3, 2, 1. But that's where, if you want to, you can strum it and let it ring out for beats 3 and 4, or pick just 4, 3, 2, 1 is a nice way to fill it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I got to make these same notes on my copy. Otherwise, can you imagine? I'll forget what I was doing. Oh, hear my pencil work? You know what I'm using as a desk? My ukulele. Big confessions. There we go. And the other thing that I did do, if you're comfortable doing it, is doing a strum on your F. And a strum on your F, but you don't have to. But that would be the only other thing that I did add in there. Do you guys want me to play it again for you so you can watch me play it? Yeah, okay. So I'll stop sharing so you can watch my hands, or do you want me to keep the screen up so you can watch the music? What would be better, do you think?
Watch you.
Yep, okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, I saw a few people indicating that, so here we go. Oh, I'm just gonna get like super comfy here, cross my legs. Da, da, da. Um, and this is where I am using all my fingers here. For that, the intro. Oh, huh? You could throw that in at the end of that one too. Now, this arrangement is one that like I feel like we're all working on it together. So I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm pretending we're all sitting in one room working on this arrangement as a group. So it's like the Sunday ukulele, Where Have All the Flowers Gone arrangement. Special. And there's options after options, and that's where it's fun to play around with it and see what you want to do, how you want to express yourself. I was thinking about that as I was playing, and you guys know, right? The way I play changes depending on my mood, right? And the amount of coffee I've had and what I feel like doing. So I'll play through this song. I'll do a gentle strum on the, right? It's fun. And then sometimes do a little strum, sometimes a little arpeggio. Once you feel that freedom, that choice, right? Choose your own adventure. Choose the picking, choose the strumming. Do them separate, right? Do one where it's the strumming as an add-on. Do another one where it's the picking as an add-on. When you get comfortable, you can choose where you want to have both of them in the one song. So much fun. So that's what I have to say about that. Now, you guys have got, it's a bit of a heavy dose of homework, I guess, for this one, but the priority is the highlighted parts, the notes that are the melody, right? Always just make sure you can find that melody. Any other stuff is just extra, right? Like the pinching the notes together and all that. Make sure you've got the melody coming out first. I tend to play it with my fingers, like I said before, and all the accompanying stuff just with my thumb, and I can do most of it just with these two. Okay. Does anyone have any questions, any observations about what worked? Thanks, Paula. That's awesome. It's a buffet, right? How you play these things, oh my gosh, always just left to your own imagination, really, just play. All right, oh, it's 10:08. I'm going to end my live stream.